Shall we drink?
Yeah, let's. All right,
I'm passing that baton to you completely because I am just hydrating today.
I really just kind of wanted scotch because before I started having to tie in cocktails, I really just drank scotch every recording. And Moira and June is my favorite part of this entire episode. So I really wanted to pick a drink around their relationship. So I was going to go with scotch because it's my tried and true. It's the one I always go back to and just keep it that simple. But Ramise on Patreon, she mentioned a drink for milk. She was saying that Coquito reminded her of what Roxy was talking about with the milk punch. And as soon as I read that, I was like, it took me right back to my college years because my roommate introduced me to Coquito. And so that it just brought me right back there. And I still didn't put it in together with the episode until last night. I got home from work, put the episode again on. And again, I refused to take notes. I really just need to sit in this episode. So I did take notes eventually. But last night, I just let myself sit in this episode and enjoy it after a very long Mother's Day shift at work. And I realized that my roommate is the Moira to my June. So, in honor of her and Ramise, thank you for the suggestion. I am drinking a vegan version of Coquito. It's pretty easy. I didn't probably do it very accurately, but I tried to just get all the flavors. So it's just full fat coconut milk, like 15-ounce can. Boil it up with, you can do like maple syrup or any kind of sugar, I guess, to make it sweeter, but I don't really like my drinks too sweet. So I kept the sugar out because I used vanilla rum. But you just boil it down so it's like really thick, and then you just add some more coconut milk to it. And I used caliche rum, which is lime. It means limestone. And I don't really know much about the rum and what that has to do with limestone, but I know that I looked up how limestone is formed, and it is formed in gentle waters, and then it becomes very strong. And I thought it's a really nice play into June and Moira's relationship, which is formed in gentle waters, but through everything they've been through, we see that it is still incredibly strong. I tried to tie it in, but also I just really wanted to drink this because it's been in my brain. It's totally not at all a May drink, but I want it. It's totally it's like an eggnog. Oh, and chia. So instead of the egg, I used chia seed. And just to thicken it up. So it's just really, it's like coconutty and really thick. And then the rum gives it a nice sweetness. But it's like, yeah, it's really nice. But you serve it chilled. But yeah, it's normally like a crystal. It's like a Puerto Rican eggnog is what what I've always been told. I'm pretty sure it originated in Puerto Rico.
Nice.
Sounds so good. That is so my jam. I love coconut.
Oh, and Scarlett, I used the cinnamon that you got me, like a ton of that cinnamon that you got me.
Oh,
so
nice.
It was perfect.
Right on. Love Ceylon cinnamon. It's so good.
So I also went the cocktail route. Well, I went a wine-based cocktail, but a cocktail nonetheless. Because our girls were drinking mimosas.
Perfect.
I'm having a play on a mimosa. So a mimosa traditionally is Prosecco and orange juice. Side note, way too much orange juice happening in that picture in the episode. It's like... I'm a purist. I'm sorry. You should be able, like, it should be just enough orange juice to, like, give the Prosecco, like, a tinge. That was literally just orange juice with a splash of Prosecco. But anyway, so a mimosa-based drink was definitely requisite for me, because it's what they were drinking. I love when the episode just hands me something like that. But of course, we have to make it our own. So this is just normal Prosecco, normal orange juice, and the addition of I didn't bring the bottle in here with me, nuts, a chrysanthemum and honey liqueur from Koval Distilling. So Koval is the first distillery to open up in Chicago since Prohibition. They only make organic spirits from scratch. Basically, they do they have basically a grain to bottle mentality where they do all the milling themselves, all the bottling, all the distillation. Like, it is soup to nuts, like a super small family owned operation. And it's USDA organic. So that's pretty cool. Considering Gilead is so focused on, everything being organic. But Koval, the name Koval literally means blacksmith, but in Yiddish, it also refers to a black sheep, or someone who forges ahead or does something new or out of the ordinary. So I loved that as a time because June is definitely forging ahead, or like was forging ahead on her own, and that's what got her. Got her out of Gilead in the first place. So absolutely love that. And I picked their so they make several different whiskeys, which I love, and we will drink one of these times when we get together, because now that we're all fully vaccinated, we can do that. Yay! But they also make some liqueurs, and I picked their chrysanthemum and honey liqueur because chrysanthemum has a wide number of meanings and symbolisms. Let me see. Chrysanthemums can symbolize longevity, joy, and optimism. They can also symbolize, yellow chrysanthemums symbolize neglected love or sorrow. And in European nations, chrysanthemum symbolism has to do with death, and that the only time that chrysanthemum flowers are given in many Eastern European nations is as a token of comfort or for grief or bereavement. And this is both like a joyous occasion that June is getting out, but also absolutely heart-wrenching that she's leaving Hannah behind. So I'm having a mimosa with Koval chrysanthemum honey liqueur splashed in there.
That sounds delightful.
It's pretty yummy.
It looks beautiful.
I taste it too.
Nice.
So, cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.